Hi Leo, welcome to Spirit Mail. I'm Cheryl, and today we're checking in with Spirit to see what energies will you be focusing on, or what energies would it be in your highest and best interest to focus on as we move through the coming days and into this month. So, God guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, we thank you so much for our Leo friends. We thank you for tarot as a tool. Show us clearly what are the energies that they'll be focusing on or they'll be navigating as it relates to health and wellness, as it relates to family, friends, and co-workers, and as it relates to business, career, and finance, or career and finance. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. We thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. And we thank you for clear and concise messages. So as it relates to health and wellness, we have material harvest. Okay. As it relates to family, friends, and co-workers, we have disruption. And as it relates to career and finance, we have sacral chakra. Okay. So before we jump into the clarifiers, we're going to ask for an overarching theme for this message as you begin to navigate the energies in the coming month. God guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, we thank you so much for our Leo friends. Show us clearly what's the overarching message for Leo. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay. Golden Palace. Wow. This is very exciting. The numbers 23 and 2 and 3 adds up to 5, which for me means change. And we're going to see what this card says. It says, there is always enough. Well, you can see the abundance around that palace, that's for sure. This is a great message. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. And it may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards, but things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now. Share the wealth. Wow. Okay, so it's pretty amazing to me that with this card showing up in health and wellness, and this card showing up in career and finance, and this card showing up as your overall theme, that this card is what showed up in family, friends, and co-workers. And whenever I really stop and think about it, it's not shocking. Okay, so we're going to get some clarifiers. God guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for the messages that you give us. I thank you for the clarity in the messages. I thank you for the confirmation in the messages, and I thank you for the validation in the messages. Show us clearly, why are we looking at material harvest in health and wellness? Why are we looking at disruption in family, friends, and co-workers? And why are we looking at sacral chakra in career and finance? We thank you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity, and clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay, so clarifying this for health and wellness, that's mind, body, and spirit, right? And the overall energy that Spirit is saying to focus on is your gratitude for this material world, or your physical body, to be in gratitude about that. Wow, and you're getting this world card, right? That's a clarifier, and the 8 of Swords. Okay, so I feel like maybe there's... I'm going to finish laying them out, and then I'm going to come back and tell you what I just saw. In family, friends, and co-worker relationships, we have disruption. And we're coming out with, as a clarifier, the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. That's pretty powerful. In the career and finance, Leo, this is a pretty strong message. In the career and finance, we have the sacral chakra, right? And it's being clarified with Temperance and the King of Cups. Okay, very amazing to me. Okay, we're going to start with health and wellness. So this is a card of Pentacles in the tarot. This is an oracle deck. This is John Holland's Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. But this same card in tarot is the Nine of Pentacles, which is wish fulfillment, right? No. It's independence. It's financial abundance. So I feel like this is saying in the material world, be grateful for the harvest that you've brought in. And be grateful for the physicalness of your being, the physical part of your being, because this is health and wellness. So they're fixing to change your world. You're not trapped where you are. Okay, so whenever I looked back down at this card, I'm just going to tell you what I heard, because if they're telling me this, it's for somebody specific. You are going to be healed. I don't know what the physical ailment is, but they're saying you're going to be healed. And I have so many chills right now. You are healed. You're not going to be. You are healed. And they want you to walk in that understanding. They're fixing to change your world. They're fixing to change this whole situation, right? And they're saying you're not trapped. You're not bound by what other people are saying. You can walk right out of that. This is a false imprisonment. You are not bound. Spirit is saying you're healed. So whoever that's for, I cannot wait to hear your testimony. Please email me or put in the comments. For the rest of us who are not battling a physical ailment, right? Spirit's saying to always be grateful for our physical space, for our physical body. It is an important part of who we are. We're spirit beings, but this body that we live in is like our car. It's what we maneuver around in. It's how we experience this world, right? And they are going to make some changes for you. Whatever changes you want to make. They're bringing you into a new cycle in that whole experience of your life. I just heard, if you're trying to lose weight, you're not trapped. You can lose weight. There's some of you that are struggling with something in your physical body. Maybe it's the way you feel you're not happy with yourself. It could be as simple as that. But Spirit's saying, be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for that body, because it takes care of you. It walks you to where you need to go. It does whatever it is that you need it to do. And you can change it. Give me a second. Yes. They just showed me my ex-husband. I used to walk around the house complaining that I was fat, and he'd say, well, what are you going to do about it? No, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Well, then quit complaining unless you're willing to do something about it. We want to sit around and complain. This is so funny because, Leo, everybody else's, it just seems to go along the spiritual and the emotional stuff because it does affect our physical body. But with you, it is about your physicalness. And you can make whatever changes are necessary, whatever changes you decide to make to change whatever the unhealthiness or whatever you're not feeling good about. And they said, you're not trapped. You can do this. You walk it out. It starts by taking these thoughts captive. And don't complain about it if you're not willing to do something about it. How you like that? Thank you, Paul. That's my ex-husband's name. But yeah, so in your health and wellness, it's all about your physical stature right now, your physical self. And it's about you fighting with it and not being happy with it for whatever reason, whatever that reason is. Except for those few people where Spirit said directly, you are healed. I don't know what that's about, but you do. But for the rest of us, for the rest of you guys that are Leos, it's about whatever you're aggravated with about your physical self, or whatever you're not happy with, you have the power to change it. It's in your hands. Family, friends, and co-workers, right? We have disruption. So with disruption, this is where we have epiphanies. This is like tower moments, right? But in this, you don't see a tower falling, but you see this guy. He feels bound up. He feels like he can't stretch out and be who he is. He feels like for whatever reason, his world is colored by everybody else's ideas, everybody else's crayons, or coloring on his canvas. And they're saying, nope, that's because you're allowing that at this time. But Spirit is dripping on you, the love, the acceptance, the all that stuff for you to be who you are, right? And it says that you've been allowing people to take from you. You've been giving and giving and allowing them to take from you, leaving you very little to rely on for yourself. And they're saying the change that you're going to make has to do with you. It doesn't have to do with you changing anybody else's idea, because that's what they're trying to do with you. And Spirit's saying that what they want you to do is you go plant your seed of understanding who you are, and you allow yourself to grow into who you're meant to be, spiritually, mentally, and physically, and allow the other people to just do whatever they're going to do. You don't have to convince them why you want to be this way. You don't have to convince them why it's okay for you to be this way. You don't have to convince anybody of anything. That's all Spirit's job with them and their relationships. But for you, you do your part. You do your part and let Spirit take care of the rest as it relates to family, friends, and relationships. Okay, and in your career and finance, we have sacral chakra. That's where we create, y'all. That's where we create. And I feel like Spirit's saying this is a very strong message about where you are and where you want to be. If it's not the same place, create where you want to be. Decide where you want to be. Transmute your own energies, your own thoughts, your own ideas about it. This is temperance, right? So, and she's patient about it. These two cards are really being patient, the patience part of it, right? Is that whenever we do our part, we set an intention in our heart, right? And this is about abundance. So in your health, you've got abundance. In your relationships, you're going to have abundance. You may not feel it right now. You may feel restricted right now, but it's coming. And in this right here, there's going to be abundance. And you can create it. This is the card of creation, right? Where we create things in our sacral chakra. And it starts with us transmuting energies, like our thoughts. Like, I'm stuck at this job. I'm never going to go anywhere else. As long as you keep saying that, you're going to be stuck at that job. So transmute that energy and say, I'm so grateful for this job because it's given me so much experience, and I'll sure be excited when blah, blah, blah. And, and talk about where you want to go, and thank God, or thank Spirit, or thank the Creator, thank the universe for where it is they're taking you, for where it is they're taking you, because you've got that idea already planted in yourself about what you want to do. And come from a place of love whenever you do it. When you talk about your current work, when you talk about where you're going or what you're going to do it all from a place of love, where you're not dissing anybody, where all you're doing is talking about the future and the good things about now. The good things about now and the good things about the future. It doesn't matter how, when, where, any of that stuff. It just matters that it's going to happen, and you're grateful for that. Don't live in the future, live in the now. But it's okay to water the future every now and then, because that's how we get it to grow, by watering it every now and then. Okay, so as it came out, it was way different than what it was in the beginning, except for that first part. Leo, you're healed, period. Whatever that physical ailment is, you're healed. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for your messages. I thank you for giving us tarot as a tool. Please show us clearly what is the PS that goes with this message for Leo. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us clearly what is the PS. There's always enough, and you're always enough. That's what this card said. There's always enough, and you're always enough. You are always enough. So don't allow other people to color who you are. I'm sorry, they're just bringing me right back to it. Don't allow other people to color who you are. You decide who you are. Allow Spirit to strengthen you to be the truth of who you are. And this right here is about other people taking from you and you being left with very little. Spirit saying no. Stand up for who you are and plant your seed of intention about nurturing yourself and growing yourself into who you wanted to be before you came here. P.S. This is the Chariot. This is about moving forward. Okay. So the Chariot is number 7. This is really great. That's why they brought me back here. This disruption card is the same as the Tower. It's a 1 plus a 6 is 7. So the 1 is about create. The 6 is about awareness of what it is that we want to create, or a new awareness, a new understanding, right? 1 and 6 is 7, the number of divinity. So this is a 7, okay? So I'm feeling like this has been going on for a long time, and because it's a 7, and I just said 7's the number of divinity, I feel like the divine is saying, we've been watching you, now we're explaining it to you, now we're giving you the information about this. And then you've got the other 7 where they say, let us do our job. Let you do your job. You set your intention. Let us continue to dribble this love, this self-love, this self-understanding, this self-acceptance, this self-tolerance, all of that stuff. Let us, unconditional love for you. Let us continue to dribble that on you, Leo. And here's another 7. We're going to move you forward in this because guess what? You're enough. And we're going to bring you to this emotional fulfillment within yourself, and we're going to move you in the direction that you wanted to go. Even before you came here, you had decided what experiences you wanted to have. We're moving you there. Look at all those 7s. You might need to go to a casino. That's a lot of 7s. Okay. Wow. Wow. And you got the Star card. You are the transmuter of your own energies. Look, and this is also the major arcana of the wish fulfillment card. This means you're blessed. Leo, you're so blessed. And you know that. So this feeling trapped in your physical body, whatever it is that's got you upset about your physical self, or it could be your physical surroundings or whatever. Our outside is a reflection of our inside, right? So they're saying you have the power to change that. You have the power to do something about it. Whatever this is in this in these relationships, you have the power to do something about it. Doesn't mean you have to change other people. It starts with us. Here's that cliche, be the change you want to see. When you look at things differently, the things you look at change. When you change the way you think, the things you look at change. When you change the way you think, your world changes. I don't know. There's so many of those cliches out there, but here you are. You're blessed. You have the ability to do all this stuff. Everything you need is within you. You've got to stop letting other people color your world. You've got to stop letting other people color your ideas about who you are and what you're allowed to do or not allowed to do. Leo, you are strength, right? The Strength card represents you. That's an internal resolve. That's why Spirit is dripping you right now, dripping on you all of this enlightenment, all of this understanding about self-love, about self-acceptance, because you're allowing others to keep you bound up in who they think you're supposed to be. No, you be who you're supposed to be. And don't worry about other people's opinions. Competition, conflict, everybody's got an idea based on their own experience and their own agenda. Worry about you. And whenever you be the whole you that you came to be, it's going to permeate outside of you, and it's going to give other people permission to be the whole them that they came here to be. You don't have to say a word to them. You don't have to change anybody else. You just have to be true to who you are. Okay. Guys, thank y'all so much for the subscribes, the likes, the shares, the comments, the ringing the bell, the personal reading requests, the donations, the passersby that stop in and engage and ring the bell. No, y'all don't ring the bell, but setting the like button and the comments and all that stuff. I love y'all. Y'all rock my world, and I just thank you so much. And until next time, go out and have a super duper day. Bye.